Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live Q&A.
So excited to be here. We have got so many questions. We've got, over 70 questions, and we cannot wait to jump in.
Over 70. So we will also try to answer questions that come in live, but we kind of want to prioritize the ones pre-submitted, and we'll give our best to give you all the answers as fast as we can. Jessa also collected, a few additional ones from her communities, and we decided that she just starts by firing those away.
I love that. So you answer, I'll fire, and sounds good.
Perfect.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, question number 1. Can secret weapon products such as editable planners or journals be sold in editable forms? So she's asking if you can sell like the actual Canva template of like the planners and journals.
Yeah. So remember, we want to keep in mind what is the intention of how do we present it. If you present it in a way that it is 100% clear that this is not for resale, and you make that abundantly clear in the pictures, in your descriptions, so that your customer is 100% aware that they cannot resell it. If anything, they can use it as a freebie or as something complementary in a membership, then we are okay with it. But remember, it's a fine line, and if your customer should resell it, you actually also, in theory, and also very real, violating our terms of service, and that could lead to your subscription just being terminated, which would also exclude you from reselling all other products. So make it abundantly clear. It's a done for you lead magnet. Put definitely the rights there that they cannot resell. Then you should be safe. For any other use cases, it's just better to sell, the PDF. But some things like a Canva template that somebody can use in their business, for example, of course, you have to sell that as a Canva template, right? So if it's small business Canva social media templates, you are allowed to sell the actual editable Canva file.
Perfect answer. And just to add to that as well, for journals and planners, sometimes it's actually a lot more valuable to actually sell them as a PDF, because a PDF can be loaded into an iPad. It has that sort of digital functionality. So it can actually be a real positive to go that extra step and create a PDF.
Absolutely. And some people, if you send them the Canva link, they will just be completely overwhelmed because they will have to sign up for the software. And often they think like, oh, it's something I have to pay for. So it actually can also result in a bad review.
I love that. That's so true. We have 3 Karens on. That's amazing. We've got 3 Karen comments in there. Hi, Karen.
I quickly want to pick this question. What is the difference between Armory and the free levels of the membership? So I think with the free levels of membership, you refer to the birthday packages, right? Which we will dive into today. The birthday packages are basically bundling Secret Weapon PLR, including a buyout license, with our coaching memberships according to different needs and where you are in the journey. Armory is very different from that. Armory also comes with Secret Weapon and a buyout license, but it's basically a done-for-you online shop on WordPress base that comes preloaded with our product, and it has its own course curriculum specifically tailored on how to drive traffic to that online shop using Facebook ads and email marketing. I got my own ad agency that I've been working with for years on client projects, and that also supported me in my personal ad account. I got them to do a special training specifically for online shops, because a digital product online shop is much more like an e-commerce shop than it is similar to growing your coaching business with ads. So it's completely different coursework, and it's a done-for-you WordPress solution.
While funnels and ads seems geared towards coaches and building email lists, can it be utilized for people selling digital products and people selling on Etsy?
Absolutely. So I think the portion that can be utilized from Funnels and Ads Pro is the lead generation campaign strategies. So we would help you to develop a right strategic freebie, set up your lead generation campaigns, integrate it with your email autoresponder, write your welcome email sequence, drive the traffic from the lead form thank you page back to your Etsy store. And with that, having somewhat of a self-liquidating email list audience growth funnel. Another way in which you could utilize it would be to use the self-liquidating offer simple funnel layout that I teach, and to sell digital products in bundles, right? But You just have to be aware that if you want to explore it, if you want to commit to that, it's a different beast than creating products and uploading them to Etsy. So there's a lot of strategy that goes into it, and you would want to have like a long-term thinking, resilient mindset as you build this up. I think then it is also suitable for digital product sellers, especially the ones that already know that they want to build a personal brand. I also want to say that if we should see that there are more digital product sellers now streaming into Funnels and Ads Pro, I'm always very agile with creating content that's needed. So I would also adapt the teachings a little bit more to that. And as you come on the coaching calls, we can, which are weekly, we can discuss your specific situation, and I can guide you a little bit more as into how to tweak it towards your digital product business. But the core content that you find in there right now, and the main audience you find right there in there right now, is mainly coaches, course creators, membership owners.
It's a really good answer. I love funnels and ads as well, because you've got like the ads thread, and like you have a lot of support in there for ads, which is really, really good. So regarding Evelyn's upcoming training in Passive Income Society, will the focus be on email list building, ads, or will it be for something different? So I think that's more sort of the role that you're going to play in Passive Income Society.
Absolutely. So our focus is to say we want to secure you in not being too dependent on Etsy. So my role will be there to support you with list building and nurturing and growing your audience, so that you have a leverage when it comes to driving your own traffic and really tapping into that. So we will keep it in a way that is very manageable. Like I said, like very, very simple funnels, ads that are funnels on Facebook, but don't necessarily require you to have a separate funnel builder or system, more like lead generation ads. Because if you can nail that, you already are a big step ahead, and you really start building a safety net for your future. So it will be list building, audience growth, nurturing, reverse organic, right? So how to benefit of that back traffic that you get on the back end of ads. That will be mainly what I plan to add to Passive Income Society.
It's a good answer. Sultan in the comments further to that wants to know as well, with that, will you be doing Facebook ads training as part of it, or what's your plan there?
Yeah, so my signature method has been Facebook ads always. So this will be Facebook ads training.
It's amazing.
In addition to kind of email marketing 101 and a little bit of content training.
We talked about it a little bit as well yesterday. It's like when you do funnels, it's very focused on breaking even and growing your audience from breaking even. Whereas like when you're an Etsy seller, it's focused on like running like your store at a profit, and that's your income. So they're different strategies. But if you are someone who's wanting to really build their audience, then funnels and ads might be a really great choice for you, because yeah, it can help you grow a lot faster.
So it's also my background is I studied marketing. I have been a business consultant, so I think that when you start to utilize paid and start driving your own paid traffic and set aside a marketing budget, etc. So for quite a few people, this is the shift where they really start to have to think like a business owner more than a side hustler. So it's just a different, much more long-term, much more strategic thinking that you have to apply when you want to tap into that. And you really have to ask yourself if you're ready to take that step, right? Because it's also not that you set an ad and it's profitable right away. There's an ongoing optimization process that goes into it. And we want to keep it manageable and kind of leverage what Chessa has built in Passive Income Society, and not add like a complete new layer on top of it, more pay into what she's already teaching and kind of de-risking a little bit.
I love that. I got such a shock when I met you, and I'm like, wait, when you run Facebook ads, you're not supposed to run it at like a massive profit? Like that's not the goal?
You're not supposed to make money? What?
I couldn't
Yeah.
understand it, but yeah, it's interesting. It's just it's a totally, as you said, it's a totally different way of approaching business.
Yeah.
Okay. I recall that Armory provided advertising training for digital products. Will this training be available for purchase too? Does it resemble what's in funnels and ads? You've sort of answered that.
Absolutely. So I just want to answer that again to really be abundantly clear. Armory is specifically for building your own digital product shop outside of Etsy and driving traffic to that shop, because it's not a funnel, but a shop system. Your traffic strategy needs to be different. In a funnel system, you run a conversion campaign for a front-end offer on steroids and you add average order drivers, you plug that into the funnel so you have a chance of breaking even or making a small profit on the front end, scaling that as much as you can so your client acquisition is taken care of. You scale from cash flow, and ultimately you make money from your lifetime offers, right? It's there to cover your customer acquisition costs. That's the funnel approach. The shop approach is more similar to Etsy. This is where you would run a lead generation campaign to build your email list, and then you would retarget with catalog sale ads. So you would retarget with your shop catalog. It's much more low budget, building up upon each other, and it's a very, very different set of campaign objectives and approaches than it is with the funnel. So from that itself, it's different, and the how you drive traffic will always be dependent on how you present the offer, and those things need to tie in with each other really, really well in order for you to even have a chance of breaking even or making some money.
I love that.
And it's also not for sale separately, because
Yeah.
that would not be fair towards our Armory customers who bought it with that, and some bought it just because of that ads training from my agency specifically. So we discussed it because we had a few requests, but we chose to not make money off of that because we didn't want to disappoint past buyers.
And it really like works as like an ecosystem. Like you can't sort of take one part out. Like it's like you've got the list building, you've got the ads, then you've got the website, and it kind of all works together. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
For the birthday offer, is there an option to make the purchase now and commence the program in 3 months to avoid a 3-month waste? So I think that's someone asking. They want to buy it now to lock in the price, but they don't want to start it right now. They want to start it in 3 months.
I think from a logistics standpoint, I don't know how we would handle that because we would need to track people individually. So I don't think that it's viable for us to offer that option. I'm sorry, but the yearly package, that will stay around. So you might just want to opt for the yearly package then, because that offer won't expire.
Yeah. Between coaching membership method, which is Evelyn's signature program that teaches all about memberships, and funnels and ads, is there a recommended sequence for starting them, considering their potential synergies? Could you provide a comparative insight for better clarity?
Absolutely. So Funnels and Ads Pro is really focused on building your low ticket coaching funnels and launch strategies. So it is for all kinds of coaches, also the ones that have higher price programs, also the ones that are still offering one-to-one coaching. Coaching mini membership method is specifically for coaches who know that they want to create, launch, and scale a membership. So everything from Funnels and Ads Pro that is relevant for that specific purpose is included in Coaching Mini Membership Method. So you would not need to have Funnels and Ads Pro to go through the full transformation of becoming a membership owner. So in that sense, it's an all-encompassing program, and it also comes with free access to Coach Growth Hub to also help you cover the basics. So Funnels and Ads Pro, those pieces that are important for growing your membership business are all included in Coaching Mini Membership Method. From that perspective, you would not need it. Some of my Coaching Mini Membership Method students still choose to get it because they also love the geeking out on funnels side of it, and they love to be in the weeds with mini offer creation, etc. So I don't think that you need both. You would need to make a decision: do I want to have a membership and want to go all in on that? Then Coaching Mini Membership Method is the right program for you. If you're like, I'm not sure about that, and you just want to tip your toes in, you can also go to Funnels and Ads Pro. I also answer questions around memberships there, but you miss out on kind of the whole coursework and all the high quality conversations because we have over 1,600 membership our students in there. Many of them already very active membership owners, some of them, many in Club 100, some of them in Club 1000. So they have over 1,000 members. So the conversations also have like a very, very different quality. It's like a membership owner mastermind for coaches, if you want.
It's so cool in there. I remember going through it, and I went through when it was only version 1. Even then, it had everything that you needed to get started. And now you've added so much more. It's up to version 2. Another really cool thing as well, if you started with a membership and you know that's the path that you want to take, you want to build a membership out, Evelyn also has an alumni ticket at the end of the year. After you finish up in coaching membership method, you can actually upgrade to her alumni ticket, which is like an all access pass. So that could be a really great way to sort of go and transition from one to the next.
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. And that also, by the way, includes Secret Weapon PLR. And you go for the yearly ticket of the alumni, you have a full buyout license. It does not include passive income society because Jessa and I teamed up on our memberships, not on this flagship program. This is why, unfortunately, we can't also put that in there. I can't rob Jessa off like that. So.
It's really good though. It's basically if you want the Evelyn pass, that's the pass to get because it's everything Evelyn.
Everything I create as well. Like recently I did the Road to Roadmap coaching program. It's included for the alumni. So everything new I kind of create is in there.
I've actually had quite a lot of people asking, can you still buy the Road to Roadmap as a replay?
Yes, you can still buy the replays, but the price is now $297. So it went up. But you can still buy the replays. Yeah.
I think there's hours and hours of training in that one as well. That was fantastic. Next question. I'm not currently ready to use any of the Secret Weapon products as I'm just getting started with my stationery store, but I do plan to open another store for planners and templates eventually. Since the passive income birthday deal comes with the license, can I download the products throughout the year for Secret Weapon and customize them after my year is up, even if I don't choose to renew that version of the membership?
Yes, because it comes with a buyout license. So
yeah,
that's a short one. You can do
the
that.
buyout. I love that. The buyout's like everything that we create over the next year, and then you can leave and you can sell everything that's in there now and everything for the year that you have the access of membership to, including all the limited editions, which is
exactly.
just...
So if you want to customize and sell them in 10 years from now, you're good to go.
Yeah, good. You got a lifetime access.
Yeah.
I have an annual Armory membership, which includes a year of Secret Weapon, and I pay for monthly passive income society. If I upgrade to the number 2 plan, which is the 490, which includes Secret Weapon and one of the mains, will the year and the buyout with Secret Weapon reset now, or will it begin and be added on? It'll be added on.
So how we discussed this is that you'll be added on to that. So with your Armory, you just have an extension of that.
Yeah. So if you have, and it's not just Armory, like if you've bought Secret Weapon in the past or like anything that includes like a year of that, it's just added on.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about funnels and ads. You got lots of funnels and ads questions. I'm wavering between the middle and top tier. I don't need the ads portion as I have another program for that, but I would really love the funnel training.
So that's good to go for you. I would also want to say that I often have people coming from other coaches that are taught on a certain way of running ads and that have to do quite a bit of a shift when they run the ads the way I do. And the reason for that is not because the system of the other coaches doesn't work, but it's because the funnel and the way you drive traffic to the funnel are always entangled. So they always have to match for you to get the results, right? So when a coach has a proven funnel system that they teach, they usually have their type of campaign objectives, the type of targeting they have, the type of ads that they run, and the type of landing pages, etc. they operate with, and they have KPIs all along the way, right? And because they figured out a system that works really well for them, they would want you very likely to follow their system A to Z, because only if you do that, they can measure your KPIs against theirs, which means that they can move you forward in the funnel and help you optimize from the front end to the back end, right? So this is why even if you have another ad coach, very likely their way of running ads will not work with my funnels. There's, for example, Laurel Porty. She has an amazing $7 ads membership, and her strategy is built on video funnels, right? It's absolutely genius. It works really, really well for coaches. It does not work with my funnels because they're so tied together. And I'm sure that the way she teaches her funnels, which I'm not familiar enough with, but the way she teaches her funnels, if people run ads towards that with my way, it would also not work, right? Because it's a funnel, and ads is an ecosystem that needs to be A to Z followed with one strategy. So, if you say I have my coach and I have my program for that, and I know the way that I want to run ads, you would want to follow their funnel strategy as well and not mine, because very likely it will not work for you.
It's really interesting. You're my favorite ad coach.
I think different approaches work for different people. Like if you're good on video and if you like creating video, for example, it will work absolutely for you. For me, I was always subconscious because English is my second language, right? And I actually tried video ads and I was being mocked like quite a bit. So for me, I love to hide behind pretty mock-ups and images and charge the products. Like this is kind of the way it works for me, and this is what I teach. And everybody has their own secret sauce.
I love that. I know I can see Latasha's online as well. I saw that she had a question. She put one of my ads in the group and was like, "Is this a good example of like what Evelyn teaches?" And yes, if you've come through any of my programs and you've seen the way that I advertise, I'm Evelyn's student. I've learned everything from her. I'm 100% top from her. So yeah. Next one is, when does the middle deal expire?
That's the 31st of August at midnight PST time.
Beautiful. Next one, does the ads training in funnels and ads cover selling digital products rather than just for course creators?
So it covers the funnel way of selling digital products, right? So if you would have an amazing front-end package, order bump, and then create a higher average order upsell, that would work. It does not cover how to run ads towards your own digital product store, because that's a different strategy. That's what's in Armory.
Yeah. I watched the live stream about reskinning PLR and I have lots of ideas for changing the front cover of the books. Can I ask, is there a way to alter the coloring pages themselves, or are we all going to sell the same pictures? Thank you.
Can you ask that again? I did not understand.
So it was, she's got lots of ideas for like changing the designs of the PLR and the way to sort of reskin all of the sort of, I guess, content heavy things. For the coloring pages, do we have any ways that we can, that they can stand out and look different, or will everyone just sort of sell the same packs? Like, what's the plan there? What's your advice?
So like we showed yesterday, you can do a lot with the covers, and we created those bundles because you should actually mix and match pages, right? And we showed you yesterday also a way where you can add text to your pages. Maybe you want to combine different. So one type of page is also popular where you add, for example, multiple of those images on one page. So I personally would let everyone do what they want to do, but I would kind of try to supercharge my product. So I would try to go for that unfair advantage because I put that little bit of extra thought into how I put it together. And then if everyone else is selling as is, it won't affect me because I have a new unique product.
It's a lot of it comes down to how you package it and how you sort of pull it together and the way that you highlight what's special about yours. So you can make something look completely different. Yeah. Those are all the ones from my group. Do you want me to go over to the form and keep asking, or did you want to catch
now we can alternate? I ask you one. So currently Armory is through December at $97 per month, and it includes Secret Weapon. How does it affect? Is it affected by the birthday package? So it will just be extended if you buy it now. The nutrition and fitness is not included. That's a membership, a PLR membership we have together with Vivian, which was my first Funnels and Ads Pro member, if you can believe it. And I just quickly want to show you this. So this is not included in Secret Weapon because she's a business partner of ours. Like we said yesterday, we didn't feel confident putting anything towards the nutrition, fitness, health niche because we're not certified like Vivian is, and we don't have the experience like she has. So we teamed up on this membership together. It is a part of our PLR universe, but it's under her company, and that's just a co-effort. This is why this is not included in Secret Weapon, because it's basically like a partner company, but it's not a part of our program. Okay, so next question I throw at you is, hello, I'm an Armory student. I understand the time I have left. They understand that they get access to the 4. So everyone in Armory gets access to the 4 new minis, Jessa? Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Because you get Secret Weapon. So the minis are in Secret Weapon and Armory has Secret Weapon. It's like this, yeah, Armory is sort of like the top tier of those PLR range.
And he asked if she has lifetime access. So you don't have lifetime access with the Armory. After your year in Armory ends, if you don't upgrade to something, you have a buyout license of that day. So all of the products that are in there, you'll receive a notification that you have time to download them now. And, if you're not renewing right now, and then you can have a lifetime resale license to all of those products, but you don't receive access to all the new products that are added. So that expires. You don't receive updates for life. after your year is completed, you can keep reselling all the items that were added throughout the year, including the minis because they were added for life, but you would not receive new updates if you don't opt for at least the monthly plan. Did I explain that right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Nailed it.
Okay, so then we have, I currently subscribe to separately to 3 programs below. What steps do I need to take to change the birthday plan offers? I will need to use a different credit card. Also, will the renewal price remain the same each year? So we have not talked about the renewal price, Jessa. Will it stay the same each year?
I think it probably will. Like, if you sign up for the subscription, it'll probably just renew because it's like a subscription in the Stripe.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. It's an annual plan, and we always want to reward loyalty. So for me, raising that price would be like a little bit against it. So the yearly price, if you want to stay committed, will stay the same. And you have Secret Weapon, Passive Income Society, and Funnels and Ads at the moment. If you sign for the package, it's something we do manually for you. Just make sure to use, you don't have to use the same credit card, but use the same email. Then we can do it automatically for you. If you use different emails, please quickly email in at support@yoursecretweaponplr.com and we'll take care of it for you. Okay, next question is, I have Armory 12 months. How does it work with the packages? Like, that's, I think we answered. It will be extended. Then we have, if it's adjusted to avoid double pay, if you have an active subscription, we will adjust it. And if you use the same email, you won't pay double. If you use a different email, you please have to email in and let us know so we can cancel the subscription for you. And we also send prorated refunds. Maybe you can quickly explain that, Jessa, how it works.
Absolutely. So if you are, for example, a member of Funnels and Ads or Passive Income Society and you upgrade to one of the annual ones, we go into that subscription and we just process a refund for the number of days left on that plan. So say you had like 10 days left, we'll give you 10 days worth of refund and then that'll be cancelled off. It'll be all good.
Exactly. So you should see a refund receipt. Sometimes, you need to tick like a separate checkbox for you to get the receipt sent. If you didn't get that, we very likely still have taken care of it. So currently have access to Secret Weapon through Coaching Mini Membership Method. There were certain times when I promoted Coaching Mini Membership Method, my 777 program on creating your membership with complimentary access for Secret Weapon. I was paying member beforehand and I was a paying member beforehand and I'd like to continue to be. Will I continue to have access to the new minis after my free 6-month access is over and I sign up as a paying member again? Yes. So thank you for asking that. If your 6 months complimentary access will expire, we'll send you an email and let you know that it's about to expire. So you would have enough time to either download the items, because it also came with a buyout license, or to just renew and opt for the plan that you want. Just so we actually would need to discuss this for the ones who had the complimentary access, if we would want to extend the birthday packages towards them or not. We have not decided that.
Yeah, I'm chill. It's your decision. You choose.
Okay, so we will let everyone know, but we will definitely not punish you because you had the free complimentary access. And
We're
then
always
the minis are
yeah.
included. I think that was the question as well. The minis will be included, so there will be no setting you back because you had a complimentary access.
We're not going to be punishing anyone.
Yeah. Okay, so when somebody opts for the first package for the Grow and Learn plan, which includes a buyout license for Secret Weapon, plus all 4 minis, plus Template Creator Society, if they sign for this yearly package after the first year's up, will they have to sign up for another year or for a month? And how can they choose between those options? And is the buyout license a one-time thing, regardless of whatever you stay another year or a few months? Another question about Template Creator Society, there's no buyout for that. Is that right? If you modify the templates yourself, you can always use them and sell them, correct? I signed up for the membership Template Creator Society and Secret Weapon last month. How can I switch now?
Okay, I might handle this one.
Please.
So,
Which is
if you get the yearly buyout license, you can sell everything that comes to Secret Weapon over the next year. You are very welcome to stay and renew the annual plan with us this time next year when it goes to renew, and then it'll just continue and you get another buyout license for the year to come. However, if you want to cancel, you can absolutely cancel before it renews. That's not a problem. Then what will happen is you can still resell the products that you had in the whole year with us. So from now until next year. If you want to stay in Template Creator Society, you would just need to rejoin at $7 a month if you cancel your annual package.
How does it work with the templates that they get in Template Creator Society? When they cancel Template Creator Society, do they need to remove all the templates? How does that work?
That's a really good question. So they don't have to remove any of the templates in Template Creator Society or Passive Income Society. The reason that we did that is because there's nowhere near as many. So basically, like the focus of Template Creator Society and Passive Income Society is their coaching membership. So it's all about learning. There's courses, there's resources, and there's heaps and heaps of stuff to help you sort of actually grow and sell on Etsy and beyond. Whereas like Secret Weapon, because it's just a digital product sort of vault that you can grab and resell, that's why we sort of put in that that you need the buyout to continue to resell. And that's not just like, that's mainly to protect sort of the integrity of the products. We don't want people coming and joining, or thousands of people coming and joining at $27 a month, taking everything and then grabbing and reselling. We want to kind of protect our members, and we also want to keep it affordable. So yeah, that's why there's the difference.
Perfect, explained. So just quickly summarizing, you can opt for another year, or you can switch to the monthly plan. If you have the monthly plan, then you still get product updates, but you don't have a buyout license. So you would want to opt for that for all the products that are added after, probably again. Or you can just go for another year, which would come with another year of Template Creator Society. Or, you can also say, I have enough products now, but I want to stay in Template Creator Society. Then you can opt for it separately. So it's really up to you and what you need the most. The links to the memberships are in the comments. Jessa, there's a question if you still offer Passive Income Society annual as a standalone.
Yes. So you can, the deal that we offered last Black Friday, it was, I think you got 4 months free. So it was significantly cheaper. If you're on that plan still, it will renew for you in November at the same price. However, if you want to upgrade to the birthday package, which has the whole year of Secret Weapon included for free, then what we'll do is we'll do a pro rata refund on whatever's left on the Black Friday plan. And yeah.
Perfect. I think Vanessa is one of my alumni, so she might have found the smartest deal in town with your Black Friday offer and my alumni. I love that.
So savvy.
Yeah, it is. It is really. Okay, so I received my membership. I get all the tools I need. Do you explain or guide us on how to begin or get started?
So it depends on which membership you've bought, but if it's Secret Open, it's not a coaching membership; it's a digital product resale vault sort of. So if you, for example, got the annual plan, probably jump into the Template Creator Society, which comes free with it. If you've just got Secret Open like alone, then I probably go through the challenges to start with. Would you, Evelyn? Is that where you
Yeah,
start?
I would start with that too. So I would definitely subscribe to both our YouTube channels, because we give really a lot of value away for free, and we upload very, very frequently. And then I would dive into the challenges. To be honest, if I was serious about it, I would at least opt for Template Creator Society, just because you get that community, that specific help. You can ask questions, right? So I would, and it's $7 a month. You can check it out. It's no like risk. You can cancel anytime. So I would go for at least that. If I was a complete beginner and I need to learn, I would definitely go for that. You can bootstrap that along on our YouTube channels, right? We try to give you really a lot. But if you want to have a proven roadmap and the support and the handholding from the community, I think $7, the amount of time and trial and error it saves you, will definitely be worth it.
It's lovely.
Okay. So whenever with newer products, will you add the SEO keywords we can use for the products also for our customers' sake? Can you give us instructions that we can give to the customer on how to properly upload, download the products after they buy it?
Um,
So I think the first one about the SEO keywords that refers to, for a little bit, I added on the weekly trending products what kind of best-selling tags they have on Etsy, and that's something we can bring back on the trending products. Unfortunately, we can't do it for every single item in there. When it comes to providing your customer with the instructions of how to download, we have the seller's guides where you also have the Canva guide, etc. in there. If you want more, or if you need more help on how to map that out for your products, I think that's something you cover, for example, very extensively in Template Creator Society. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. But even with what's in Secret Open, there's plenty there. Like there's the Canva Basics training as well, which goes through exactly what to give to your clients, how to do your link, and all of that. And yeah, there's like a seller's guide. There's a Canva Basics guide that you can give to your customers in Secret Open, and there's also the downloadable one as well.
I actually want to show this because I got a comment yesterday on the YouTube video that they were not able to find the white label videos. So under the resources, selling tools, this is what Chessa just talked about. These are the selling tools. And here you have a white label instructions guide and training that you can use. You can give to your client. And when you look into this, in here are the videos, if it loads. Let me just open it in. Can you still see my screen in the other browser?
Yep, I can see it.
Perfect. Jessa, do you think it will load on your end?
Just give me a second. I'll have a look. Did you want to answer the next question? And I'll
Absolutely. I jump into the next one in the meantime. So, how are the templates in Passive Income Society and Template Creator Society different? So, from what I understand, Chessa, or I'll let Chessa answer this one. I go to the next one. In the Secret Weapon website, I read the opportunity to order our own shops. This is the Armory, and buying the Armory in full for $9.97. I've been waiting to order this, but was working on my coaching website. Now that we have the birthday deals, and I'm looking at the second offer for myself, I see there's an overlap as both give us 1 year access to Secret Weapon. Shopify shop is expensive to run, and Netta does it very well. How or what is the best way to approach it? Do I buy the $4.90 or the $9.90 for the shop? For the shop, you would need to go with the $9.90 because that includes the shop and it includes Secret Weapon. And it includes the course as well, right? So you also get the training on how to drive the traffic to your store, how to set it up, all of those things. This is the only way currently to order the shop. And we'll make sure to also send you an email after. Yeah.
I think Canva's down with its. I've just tested all of its sharing links, and I think it's actually down Canva. But this is what it looks like, and then you can see all of these click through to an individual video.
Can you open up one of them so we can show how they can open it? Because we had that question.
Oh, look at that ad sitting on it.
Oh, I like that.
Looks very fancy.
So here, it's basically white label tutorials, so your customers would know how to use the product, and this is included for you under the seller resources.
So I know the types of questions that I personally get from my customers on Etsy, so I've tried to answer everything that I sort of get asked to save you a bit of time, and it also includes how to actually download the file. So you've got how to print at home, how to print at a shop, how to just use the digital one.
Yeah. So we have one more question. If you're not interested in having a membership or coaching and you only want to use ads to drive traffic to your Etsy store to make more sales, would you still recommend funnels and ads? No. If you only want to use it to drive traffic to your Etsy store, there's one method that I want to teach you guys in Passive Income Society. It will come up, and to only use it to drive traffic to your store, you won't need Funnels and Ads Pro. Jessa, what is the difference between the templates in Template Creator Society and Passive Income Society?
The biggest difference is volume. So like there's only like sort of quite a small range in Template Creator Society. I mean, there's enough to get started, but in Passive Income Society we have like over 200 templates in the vault. Plus you get clip art and mock-ups, and there's like a whole sort of it's like a big vault of goodies. The biggest difference between Passive Income Society and Secret Weapon, though, is Passive Income Society are what I call base templates. So they're really stripped back. They're black and white. They don't have any design elements on them, and we just ask you to add your own sort of design and flair to them. Whereas Secret Weapon, it's a lot more comprehensive. The products are very finished and polished. They have like proper content in them. They you can sell them as they are if you want to. So yeah, and there's a lot more in Secret Weapon. There's like over 700.
It's the most amazing vault. So a really cool input from Wendy. Is there a way to mark new products? She doesn't see like a area for new products. We've done such a great job with upgrading the listings, and she has troubles to distinguish what she already has and what not.
That is coming. So I took it down just while we put the new minis into the vault, but there is a whole section. So every month in the menu, just look for the new drop down. It'll have what's new in the new drop, and then it'll also have the limited edition drop, so you can easily access that, and it'll have the trends for the week on the homepage. So when in doubt, probably look at the homepage of the Secret Weapon Portal, because that will update you on everything.
Perfect. So somebody asked again, the specific one for health and wellness is a separate one. We have our fingers in it. We help Vivian Stallwood to run the membership, but because it's a joint venture, it's outside of Secret Weapon PLR. But it has the same mechanisms. You can resell it. You can use in your business. Yeah. Shouldn't white label videos be on video in Loom or something that where can upload them to our own YouTube channel and not Jessa's YouTube channel? Maybe I'm misunderstanding the white label part.
So they don't have they have my voice, but they don't have my face or anything, and they just sort of sit on YouTube. So yeah, it's probably the easiest way for me to keep track of them rather than just letting everyone have video files.
Yeah, and your customer that buys on Etsy will not be like, huh, who is this person now? And maybe that was a PLR product or something. Like, they're by far not as much in the weeds in that. And I don't think you have had any complaint ever about this, or did you?
No, not at all. If anything, they'll leave a comment for me to answer, and I'll answer it for you. So if they get stuck, I'll help your customer.
Okay, so I love that. How do you make product mockup sets to sell other digital product sellers similar to how those you provide in Passive Income Society and Secret Weapon? Where can you find or purchase digital assets or other elements to create mockups like the plans, etc.? So I think this is referring to mockup mastery that we have, where we have all those little lamps and stuff. For how does somebody go about this?
Well, originally, when Evelyn and I first met, we did it old school, and I would go shopping for like a whole heap of things. And people would be like, "Why are you buying all of these different things at Kmart?" And then we just photograph them. Glenn would cut them out, and we put them into the scene creator. And that's how we made Mockup Mastery, which was our first one. Since then, we have started to dabble a little bit in Midjourney and AI. So that's how we have sort of made a couple of the props in the newer bundles. But you can do it either way.
Yeah, so you can either take pictures or you can generate but I think when you generate the images, you need to polish them as well and add shadows and stuff like that. So
Yeah. You have to, regardless, you have to add like shadows and sort of polish them up in Photoshop. So yeah.
where are you reading the questions from? We had sending out from our emails and in our groups, we had people we asked people to pre-submit their questions, so we're just making sure that we have all the pre-submitted questions answered. So Jess is just showing this quickly. This is where we just go through and answer all of those questions right now to make sure. I mean, we can. Is there a closing date for the birthday packages? Yes, the 31st of August. Also, is there different payment options other than credit cards like PayPal? Unfortunately, and are there payment plans? So unfortunately, there are no payment plans on this one. We can really only make it as affordable because it's a pay in full option, and we currently also don't offer PayPal. So I'm sorry to say that these are the only options right now, and they will be up until the 31st. Jessa, now I ask you, somebody joined the Template Creator Society and now wants to upgrade their subscription to Secret Weapon PLR. What do they need to do?
So all you need to do is go to the birthday link and go for the annual Secret Open package, and then you would get Template Creator Society as part of that, and we would just do a refund or a pro rata refund on Template Creator Society. So anything left you have on that plan, we'll send back to you. However, if you just want to upgrade from Template Creator Society to Secret Open, you would just cancel Template Creator Society and move across to Secret Open. The monthly version of Secret Open doesn't include Template Creator Society, only the annual package, you get that free year. So
thank you so much for explaining that. Elise said, beautiful ladies, I don't believe I've not seen much in templates or mockups relative to kitchen and chef items. I've been looking for kitchen mockups or clip art with pantry kitchen stuff. Is there any upcoming plans for that space? Jessa, you can answer this one, I think.
For the mockups, we have like the Nutrition Vault, we have that mockup pack.
Let me show you what that looks like. It might also be like a really nice idea. So this one is like a mini scene creator that was a launch bonus for the health membership, and this one is a little bit along the lines of kitchen entry. It was more like along health. I know that we have quite a few bakers as well as, so I have in my membership, I have a few people who bake and who cook. So that would actually be a nice addition.
I do want to make more mockups with you. I love making them with you. They're so fun.
So Pat asked a great question. Where do the templates from Course Creator Society and the Affiliate Marketing Society fit in?
So those templates in those memberships, they're not for resale. They're just part of those memberships, and you can use them to obviously promote your course, or like the slides in there for you to present your course and things like that. So that, yeah, all the templates in those ones, they're not part of the PLR or resale packages.
Yeah, and the same goes for Coach Growth Hub, please. So I had people mistaken that they can resell the coursework from Coach Growth Hub or from Coaching Mini Membership Method. If it's not clearly labeled as you can use for resell, please don't resell.
Yeah,
and I get it, because we have those offers as well, right? So there can be confusion, but just to clarify. Sorry, I'm running out of ideas here, but could someone help me brainstorm how I could use this for SEO?
So if you are you actually selling SEO as like a service to people? Is that what you're doing?
Things like that, yeah.
You could probably upsell like business resources, or like some of the guides might be relevant as well. There's like quite a lot of business guides in there, so those might be really good sort of things to bundle together into a bit of a like a kit to help small businesses get started online. You could, yeah. What would you do, Evelyn?
I would probably use the lead magnets from the mini ebook vault as content upgrades. So, convincing your clients that they should have content upgrades on their blog posts where people can leave their email address, because ultimately they also don't want to be dependent on the search engine too much. So I would definitely do that. Use it for content upgrades when it comes to SEO. And I would also use it to better market my own services, right? So you can use them as lead magnets yourself. You can create a front-end product to bring in people. But very likely, if you want to sell an expertise rather than digital products, you would actually be a good fit for Funnels and Ads Pro, because you would just use those things as a front-end offer funnel to fuel people into your services. So it might not be the best fit for you to use PLR right now. It might be more that you just need to build a self-liquidating offer funnel to sell your services. Someone in Passive Income Society mentioned Klarna was working to purchase one of the birthday deals.
Ooh, I'm not sure how that works. Sorry, I'm not really across it.
It could be because we have the integration on ClickFunnels and Stripe. Maybe Klarna offers that. Personally, I have not integrated it. So if it works, then that's great. I was not aware of it. Right now, it's only integrated with Stripe. And usually you can only do your credit card there. I will have to drop the link to the Nutrition White Label Vault for sure. Right now I can just give you the share it again for the URL. So if you go to nutritionwhitelabel.com, then you should be, oh my goodness, / done for you, then you should be landing on this page. Are we able to drop a link? I'm not sure.
I don't think we can drop a link, but we can. Oh, hang on. Can I?
I can drop it to my YouTube, and I can drop it to your YouTube.
I think we both dropped it to both of our YouTube.
That's good then. It's on the YouTube, guys. Okay, so is it better for me to stay with CMM? I'm a member. Sorry, I feel a bit FOMO out of all the promos. For your case, it's better to stay with CMM. And I told this to people. This is why we did one birthday package that will not go away, because we don't want you to fall victim to FOMO. This will always be there. It will always be beneficial. It will always include the buyout license. So don't let yourself be pushed towards that direction. You can stay focused. We are around, another birthday is around, and this package also doesn't go away. So please don't let our marketing skills go too much under your skin here.
I love that so much. I love how you're just like, you can buy it, but don't buy it if you don't want to. I love it. It's
and I'm
true,
actually
though.
like not sure if that doesn't even make it more attractive if you're like, nah, don't buy it right now. I know for myself what I need. No, we don't. In all seriousness, we don't want you to make a decision for yourself that first of would put you in a bad spot financially, like ever. And we also don't want you to opt things if you don't feel ready for it. That's first, because it doesn't align with our values, but that's also second, because if you're opting for things that you are not ready for, because our stuff is support heavy, and even Secret Weapon, we will now have to hire more people for email because we just can't keep up anymore. If you opt for a thing that you're not ready for, we will get a lot of support inquiries, making you as a customer actually unprofitable and costing us money. So please do not opt for things before you're ready for things, because it's costing you time and it's costing us time and money, and ultimately it's not a good fit. So we don't want you to go for something if you're like, I'm not ready for it. And probably if you're like, I don't know if I'm ready for it, either just start with template, create a society, just the $7 a month, or start with the grow and learn plan. Because if you feel very overwhelmed by a lot of the stuff we're saying, that might be like a really good spot for you if you're just getting started. Would you say that?
I think that's amazing. I think, yeah, you should always sort of follow your instinct as well. Like if you're sort of like, am I ready for this? Probably always revert to like the lower offers. That's why like we've put them there. And we really stand by the idea that we love our members. We want you guys to grow as well. And we want to make you into someone who is going to be ready for these bigger offers. So if you're not ready, start in lower packages and we'll do our best to make you ready.
Exactly. It's our job to get you to a point where you can fully benefit from a higher offer. And our interest is to have a long-term, mutually beneficial relationship with you. So don't opt for something today if you're not ready for it. Pat said she's a business coach and she would like Secret Weapon membership. She would like to know if the Secret Weapon membership is a good fit. I think Secret Weapon membership for a coach is a great fit in combination with Funnels and Ads Pro, because then you learn how to use funnels and launching and how to craft offers, which is all where you can benefit from being able to create them faster through the things you have in Secret Weapon. So I think for you, if you want to opt for one of the birthday packages, the one that comes with 1 year of Funnels and Ads Pro and Coach Growth Hub, by the way, so your Coach Growth Hub subscription becomes free, is the very, very best fit. And if you just want to tip your toes in, you can also just check out Secret Weapon and then upgrade until the 31st. And until then, the offer is still around. We know that, and we know that it is challenging for people who can't pay everything at once, but this is why we have the monthly plans, right? So we have the monthly plans for Secret Weapon, for Template Creator Society, that basically because we did not, the yearly plan includes the Template Creator Society for free. And when you look at when somebody offers a payment plan, they will always need to factor in the additional overhead of service and the risk of somebody dropping out of a payment plan, right? So no matter where you look, the yearly plan is usually cheaper, significantly cheaper than any monthly plan. And this is because you have to factor in overhead and the risk of somebody falling off. So now if you look at our monthly plans and compare them with the yearly plan, it's literally less than if we were to factor in the risk. So it's actually a cheaper option for you to just opt then for the monthly option versus if we would make that package available with a payment plan, because we would have to increase the amount we charge in total to factor in the additional service and the risk. And that's not us, that's industry standard, because you have to factor it in. So it's completely fair and completely understood that you cannot pay the hundreds at once. This is why we just have the monthly memberships, and they still come with everything that you need. Coaching mini membership method came with secret weapon for people who opted on a lounge. So as a rule of thumb, you can say if my coaching mini membership method purchase is not longer than a year ago and happened before the 25th of April, you could have a chance of being in that plan and having access to secret weapon. Then you might want to email in and ask if you're eligible if you can't remember.
Oh, there's a question that's come through from Chris. Hi, Chris. Say they love the YouTube. Does the 777 course, which is the membership program from Evelyn, cover your extras like 50K blueprint, or is there a separate purchase needed?
Okay, so the coaching mini membership method comes with Coach Growth Hub, which includes the 50K roadmap. So you're fully covered there. And like I said, it includes everything that you need to grow a successful membership. It does not come with Secret Weapon anymore, and it does not come with Funnels and Ads Pro.
I might just grab this one from Jen as well. What are your thoughts on offering color versus black and white printable planners on Etsy, both versions, or offer only color for customers to print in black and white? I would personally just do color. I think it looks a lot nicer in the thumbnails. But if you were to do black and white, I would market it as a like ink saver version or something like that. And I would do two separate products. Chris says, oh, sorry. We both clicked the same one.
Okay, so Funnels and Ads Pro you currently can get as a part of the birthday packages with the yearly plan. It is officially on waiting list, but there might be a backdoor in some of my self-liquidating offer funnels, like the 50K roadmap. So this is kind of the way how you can sneak in at the moment through the backdoor, because it's officially closed. And the links are in the description. So if you go down, I see, Chris, that you're watching from YouTube. If you just go down to the description box, you should be able to see it.
I've just put the link as well in the chat for Coach Growth Hub. So yeah,
there might you can also upgrade from there. Okay, so if I purchase package 3, where would you recommend I start? I really want to use Secret Weapon to start a new shop, unsure of niche or focus.
So I would probably go through Secret Weapon and just kind of like look at the products. So I'd spend maybe like an hour or two or there just going in, being like, what do I gravitate to? What do I want to work on? And making a list of any products that really catch your eye. And you could save them in an Excel document and actually link to the products now that we've got the portal. So I would figure out exactly what niche you want to do. Secret Weapon works really, really well on Etsy for business niche, planner niche, coaching niche, health wellness niche, mindset niche. All of those sort of work really well on Etsy. So I would just sort of go through and figure out exactly what you want to do and what you sort of feel drawn to selling.
And if someone has the third package, they also have Passive Income Society and Template Creator Society. So should they then revisit some lessons in each of them, or what would you recommend from like the coaching side of it? Or should they just jump on a call with you and discuss the strategy? How does it work?
I love that idea. I mean, this week we have like the 2 coaching calls on the Friday. So if you've already joined, you can absolutely jump on one of those calls with me and you can just sort of chat and we can figure out exactly what you want to do together. Otherwise, Etsy Superstar, which is included in Passive Income Society, that one is like a really great roadmap for setting up a new store. So if you have already done one, but you feel a little bit rusty, I'd probably jump in that and just go through the process again.
Perfect. Thank you so much. There is a question we get a lot. Is there a suggested pricing guide available for secret weapons we intend to sell? So I just quickly want to tell from my side, and then I would love if you could tell from the Etsy side. So the big reason why we don't include a pricing guide is because we don't want to encourage you guys to sell as is, right? So we want you to think about crafting an offer and elevating it. And depending on how well you present it and how you frame it and how you package it, your price range can be anywhere from, for a journal, from free to, we have seen people selling it successfully for $17 on Etsy. For me, from the funnel world, you would always want to think as front-end offer, order bump, one-click upsell, and front-end offer is between $7 and $9. Below 10, people exhibit impulse buying behavior. So we would want to go for that. The order bump, you typically get the most value if it's priced at 27 if you have one bump, if it's 37 and 17 if you have two order bumps, which is something you can do with ClickFunnels and CF PowerScript or with our conversion blueprint funnels using the upsell plugin. And then the one-click upsell is anywhere between 37 to ideally 97, or if it's some sort of flagship offer, something that has a payment plan as low as $97. So I don't recommend any other prices than those in a funnel because I know that they work kind of for my universe, and I would not want to recommend prices specifically for the product on Etsy because then I think it would just tunnel you in, seeing it as just a product and not as an opportunity for infinite offers.
I love that. It's such a different strategy to Etsy as well, because Etsy's like obviously like with your funnels, you're like driven by conversion, whereas like with Etsy, you're very much driven by the market. But I definitely don't recommend pricing at the bottom of the market. So what I would normally recommend for pricing is researching what's currently out there and seeing sort of the mid to mid high range. That's where you want to price it ideally. And then you also do want to think about connected products, sort of like what Evelyn spoke about with like the way she has like the first offer and then the order bumps. But you want to think in terms of having like bundles on Etsy and then also adjacent products. So when people come to your store, they're like, oh, this is relevant, and they hopefully add a couple of things to their cart.
I loved, I don't know if you can show this later, but I loved the order you showed me from one of your stores that was like literally so long. Somebody purchased that, like, and that's like her strategy is to connect the items and make like cohesive flow of items where it makes sense for people to have more of them. So I think that's actually genius.
I had a member the other day and she's like, someone bought 34 items in one order. And I was like, that's amazing.
That's pretty cool. But that means you did a really good job planning your product. So can we clarify the big package that is going away after the 31st?
Yeah. So the two sort of upper tiers one, the middle one and the top one that we've released with the birthday, they're both going away. Yeah.
So just we have put you the link to the packages in there, and here you kind of see them compared with each other. They all come with the full 1-year access and buyout license that includes not only Secret Weapon, but also all minis. So that's what they all have in common. In here, in the Grow and Learn plan, the one that doesn't go away, you also have Template Creator Society for 1 year. That's the starter membership for everyone completely new to digital products and leans into the direction Etsy. Fully committed plan, you can decide, where do I want to go? Do I want to go down the course coaching membership route? Opt for Funnels and Ads Pro. You have on top of the year in Secret Weapon with the full buyout license, also 1 year access to Funnels and Ads Pro, which is $49 a month. And you also have 1 year of Coach Graph Hub, which is usually $7 a month. If you go down the Etsy route and you want to accelerate there, you would want to opt for the Passive Income Society plan, which comes with also on top of the 1 year of Secret Weapon and the buyout license for Secret Weapon and all the minis, with 1 year of access to Passive Income Society, Jessa's $49 per month membership, and her Template Creator Society membership, right? Because our coaching minis are also included in our coaching main. Now, for the full all access plan, you don't have to make that decision, right? So you can say, I don't want to choose, I just want it all. And then it comes with Secret Weapon, all the minis, the complete buyout license for that, both main memberships, Funnels Ads Pro, Passive Income Society, and both minis for 1 full year for $7.99. And that, if you would buy it separately, would be $1,600, and it's $799 for the full year. So it's really, really a good price. And here, if you would buy all of those things in the medium plan separately, it would be $1,111 for the full year. And you can buy it for $490. And if you would buy the yearly, including the buyout license, including the Template Creator Society, it would be $691, and now it's $324. So these are the different packages that you can opt for. These two will expire on the 31st, but this will always be around because we don't want to put pressure on the newbies, which the newbies should opt for this package.
I love that.
Very often, or if you're quote newbie, but you already know, like, you are an action taker and you want to commit more to this, that's fine, right? But if you're unsure, then that's probably the best plan for you.
And just touching on that as well, there's one from Leslie there's one from Mary, who is currently in TCS, and she's wondering, is it better to opt for one of the $8.99 mini plans for the PLR?
So it depends on what you need, right? If, for example, you are focused on the coloring niche and you know that this is where you want to drive and where you want to stay, then my recommendation would be, just stay with that and with template. Or we actually should do the math on this. Let me just see. $8.99 times 12. So that is 107 plus. We have do you offer yearly plan for TCS where it's cheaper or no?
No, not at that moment.
Okay, so it's 84 plus 107. That would be 191 if she would, for example, then just go with one mini and Template Creator Society, but it would not come with a buyout license, which is valued at $297. So for $297, you can get a buyout for the mini as well, which is when you would be at 488 versus 324. So in that case, if you also want to have the buyout license, if you know you want to keep reselling after and you don't want to have to think about it, it's cheaper for you to opt for the full Grow and Learn plan. Then you also get access to everything else in Secret Weapon, all the minis, buyout for all of that, and Template Creator Society. So you would save, in that case, $164. If you know that you don't want to opt for the buyout license, it's $191, and then that would be the cheaper option for you.
I love that you're so good at maths. I like that, just like of my head.
I'm not good at math.
You're very good at math. I'm always like asking you to calculate conversion rates on pages for me. I'm like, but what's the conversion rate? You need to calculate it for me because I don't understand.
I always do the same. And then I always, like, whenever I'm losing money on the front end, I always calculate for my members, like, over the month how it will trickle back, and they all like, this is magic. It's like, no, it's not.
It's not magic, it's math. I love that.
Yeah, but it can be scary, right? To forefront, like, when you run ads, forefront the money, etc. And then I understand that, and I just learned that because I had to present ad results to clients for years, right? I learned running ads on other people's money, and that's easier to not be scared than versus when it's your own. Okay, so I just really want to say that every time we have our weekly calls with Jessa or just watch her live, I can hear ka-ching and sales coming to my Etsy store. Thank you.
So nice.
That's beautiful. Okay.
I love my members. They're so beautiful. They're all in the comments.
I love that. What is a full buyout license, Jessa?
A full buyout license. So by standard, if you're on the monthly Secret Weapon plan, which is $27 a month, you need an active subscription to continue selling the products. If you cancel your subscription, then you have to remove the products from your store. Whereas if you have a buyout license, and you can buy it for individual products, or you can buy the full Secret Weapon, like everything in Secret Weapon buyout license, which is what is included in our birthday packages. That means that you don't need to continue with the subscription. You've got the buyout and you can continue to sell the products forever. Did I explain that right?
Perfect. There's one question about somebody who just joined Passive Income Society and Secret Weapon a couple of days ago, and if they now opt for the yearly, will that start after the month that they paid for? So if you use the same email, we will automatically cancel, send you a prorated refund, and you're all good to go. If you use the separate email, just quickly send us an email to Secret Weapon support@secretweaponplr.com, and the team will take care of it for you. Okay.
Oh. Chris in the comments says he just bought the $7.99 package. We're so excited to have you. It's going to be so fun working with you this year.
Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. And a year is also a lot of time. So, and when you get overwhelmed, come back to the cause. I think one of the biggest thing is that sometimes people can get overwhelmed and then they step back. When you are overwhelmed, this is when you also need to come to the community, and when you need to come to the call, and don't look at like the whole big mountain, just one step at a time. Those are our most successful members, are the ones that really take one step at a time, that check in with us, that come to the groups and ask for peer support as well. So welcome. That's amazing.
It's so exciting. Yeah, even if you just come to the group and you're like, I don't know where to start, like someone will point you there. We both have coaches who are in all our communities, and they're there for the purpose of helping you guys. So if you get stuck, please come to the communities and ask for help.
Exactly. Okay, so somebody said, can you please break it down for me? I would only want MRR products that I can make changes to and then sell as PLR on my side. What is the best option for doing this, plus getting all the bonuses? Thank you so much. There's no option to do this with our products. We do not have master resell right products. This is not master resell rights. You cannot use our products to start your own PLR membership. That's an absolute hard no. And you'll get a friendly but firm email from us if you do that. We also don't want to associate with, or I can just speak for myself. We didn't have that conversation. I personally do not want to associate at all with the master resell rights thing that is going on at the moment. You should check out Julie Stoyan, which is Julie Chanel. She is an amazing business coach, and she recently shared a long post about the issue with master resell rights. I can just recommend everyone to be safe and to look into those things very, very carefully. We don't offer that. There's no way that you can do this with our products.
I think as well, it just like really, if we were to do that, it would just completely devalue it for everyone. Like it would really be burning, like it's putting oil all over everything and burning it for every single member. So that's why we have to be so protective over it.
Yeah. It would not only affect the members, it would actually also affect the whole market on Etsy. So, and on top of that, it is you need to read Julie's post. It's legally questionable how far this can go. So, and she knows, because she was involved in other programs where she never had a problem, but I know that she has a lot of industry insight. So I think that post is really one to check out. You guys, and like when in doubt, really consult with someone if you can do this. Okay, so will the fully committed plan guide me on how to build an email list of my audience from scratch? Will the fully committed plan guide me on how to build an email list of audience from zero with ads, and then how to set up funnels to sell the digital products to the audience? Yes, the fully committed, you have to choose between Funnels and Ads Pro and Passive Income Society. And depending on which route you go, you'll learn something different. If you choose the Funnels Ads plan, you'll learn about funnels and how to sell your digital products in funnels, but you don't learn about the Etsy side of things. So if you're drawn to Etsy and you definitely know that you want to sell on Etsy, go with that plan, and I will add more training around building your email list and driving traffic back to your Etsy store there as well. And I think it's probably the safer route to start. It's the easier beast to manage. Although I don't want to say it's easy, but it's a little bit easier than funnels and Facebook ads. Would you agree with that?
I think as well, because Etsy is focused on volume, it really gives you an opportunity to hone in your skills as you create that volume of products. So you can figure out like what your market likes, you can work on your product images. And because, we have people who are totally new to Etsy and get their first sales. So, yeah.
Okay, I actually shared the post with someone today, and I just want to quickly share the post with our community as well. So I'll post it to my YouTube comments. That was the post that I was talking about. That was, I think, explaining pretty well what could be the potential issues with the master resale rights. So this is also one of the reasons why we will not go in that direction at all, right? For us, it's important that it's long-term, sustainable, real, legit business. There's enough get-rich-quick things out there. I don't, and as far as I know, Tessa, she also doesn't want to associate with any of that. Okay, what will the fully committed plan? Okay, yeah, we have that. I'm currently a mini membership method expiring in October. I'm also on annual passive income society. After mini membership method expired, I also joined the alumni. Does this come with any program like Funnels and Ads Pro? Also, the biggest birthday bundle, do you offer a payment plan? So the alumni ticket comes with 1 year of access to Funnels and Ads Pro. So if you're on the yearly plan for passive income society and you're on the alumni ticket of coaching mini membership method, you have found the cheapest all access pass to Jessa and Evelyn, I think. Is that right?
I think it is, yeah.
That would be an all access pass for sure. Okay, so Jessa, I have another one for you. If I opt to purchase the high tier package, do I simply cancel my subscription and monthly payment? I also have a year membership in Coach Growth Hub I purchased in November 2022. So I still have a few months before it expires. Thank you so much for the wonderful work. So the Passive Income Society monthly payment, that would be cancelled. And the 1 year Coach Growth Hub Funnels and Ads Pro, it expires in November. If you opt for the high tier on my end, I think we can do a prorated refund or extension. That would depend on what you would like. Would you agree with that? Or would you say we send prorated refund?
I think we're automatically going through and doing pro rata refunds for.
Okay, so it will be a prorated refund and the year would start now. Thank you for confirming that.
Thank you for asking.
If I'm not clear if any of these packages include training on how and where to sell, I'm not clear if any of the packages includes training. Can you please drive that point home for us, Jessa?
Absolutely. So all of the birthday packages have training now. Secret Weapon by standard and the mini PLRs, they don't have training by standard. I mean, there's the challenge replays in Secret Weapon, but there's no community, there's no coaching, there's no weekly calls or anything like that. However, all of the birthday packages do have training. If you start in the lowest tier, then you get a whole year of Template Creator Society for free. So that's the sort of entry beginners level digital product club. So you get all of that. You get a Facebook community and you can ask questions in there, and it comes with a whole library of training as well. Then on the middle tier, you get a choice of either Evelyn's Funnels and Ads, which has like huge amount of training on funnels, ads. You get like support in her groups as well. You get weekly coaching calls or bi-weekly?
It's weekly coaching calls, weekly.
Which is amazing. So definitely make the most of those as well with Evelyn. If you want to learn funnels and ads, that's all included in that one. Or if you go with the Passive Income Society ticket, again, I've built my memberships off Evelyn's framework. So it's like exactly the same. You get the coaching course community, library of training, resources, lots and lots of support in that ticket as well. And then in the top tier, it's basically everything that I've just gone through. So it's just like the hamburger with the lot, but all of them have
Jessa, if somebody likes to sell the mini ebooks, are they allowed to only use free Canva elements? And when they have a paid subscription, can they also use paid elements from Canva?
It's a fantastic question. I don't recommend it. Now, technically, Canva allows use of Pro Elements in flattened PDFs only, but they've like flip-flopped around on it so much. I just don't trust their word. I think that in the future, there's a very high chance that they'll turn around and take away the use of Pro Elements in any digital products like they had at the start of the year. So if it was me, my recommendation is only use the free elements. You can absolutely use all of the free photos, all of the free graphics in Canva. And yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't use any pro elements.
Perfect. Then why are all Secret Weapon products relatively boring compared to your design, Jessa? And how can and why is it like that? Why are they boring? Like,
I don't think that they're boring. I think that they're minimal, but the reason that they're minimal is it's a lot easier to customize it, and like it'll be so much quicker to go in and customize a secret weapon template than it would be to go in and customize like one of my watercolory blue social media packs, because you'd have to go through, you'd have to strip off the graphics. If we did like stylized versions for every product that we did, it would be so easy to recognize that that's a PLR product, whereas it's a lot easier to grab a beautiful minimal base and reskin it quickly in your own colors and make it special and make it unique.
and that's what she teaches with the over-the-shoulder tutorials, is like, take the base, make it like mine. But if we have even more stylized versions, some people, just because of the arch of the secret weapon product, many people are like, oh, that's a secret weapon. Because if some elements, are so distinct that people immediately know what it is. And this is why we try to keep them as, neatly clean design as possible, but also as modifiable as possible.
I love that. It's what I would want if I was buying. I think this is what we always do. We're always like, what would we want if we were just starting out? We want minimal, simple designs that we can really, it's got all the content, everything's polished and ready to go. And we just have to add like our special flair to it. That's what I would want.
It's just pure, like, from a practicability perspective, that's just the best version to go. Jessa, what's the difference between Template Creator Society and the Digital Product Bakery AI, and are both included in Passive Income Society?
Yes, they're both in Passive Income Society. The biggest difference between Digital Bakery and Template Creator Society is a membership, so you've got community support, you've got Q&A questions, you've got a bigger library of training, whereas Digital Bakery, it's a special product that Evelyn and I put together. It's very focused on AI, how to use it ethically, how to make specific products as well. We go through how to make a Google Sheet, how to make a journal, and how to do social media posts as well. And we've really infused, would you say we've infused like how to like use AI to create digital products in the right way?
So basically it's free products that are bestsellers for both of us, right? So for Jessa on Etsy, for me in Funnels, and how to create them in a better way using AI. And that's something it's also included in Funnels and Ads Pro and in Passive Income Society, because again, we often need to teach our coaches how to create their own products, and they also come with a base in there. So it goes a little bit deeper on the content side of it as well as the presentation side of it, but it's like a mini course and you also have access to it. It's not like a community support guided program.
Yeah, I love it though. I love
Me too.
bakery.
I still love
So
it. And if that was that was when I had my AI angst moment, where we talked about yesterday, where I was like shutting down. I was like, yep, Skynet is coming. There's no use in any of this. I better, say goodbye to the ones I love. And Jess was like, yeah, now we need a project. And that really kind of pulled me out of that.
I love that so much. And you're like, yeah, we can use AI for good.
Yeah, I know. I was like, yes, let's use it for good. And we actually make aware of the Gato framework, which is a great movement that discusses about alignment and how we should all get involved. So I can absolutely stand behind that. And love if more people get educated in that way through the product. Jessa, where is there any KDP training? Are there any coloring book mock-ups for Etsy?
There is like in the coloring book funnel, there's like the digital product coloring book creators pack, which has mock-ups for Etsy. In Passive Income Society, there is like a scene creator for coloring books as well, which came out last month. So that one is in Passive Income Society. In terms of KDP, you have a student, Julie, who has a really good.
Julie Hall, yeah.
Yeah, so Julie Hall has a really good KDP membership. We don't currently have any training on it, but we do try to support all of our print on demand sellers as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm just quickly see if I can find Julie and if she has a link for her membership like on there. But you can also ask that in the communities, and she will be recommended by our students as well. The thing is, Jess and I don't want to lean into things where we don't have any like real life experience. So the templates that are kind of inspired by KDP is basically our KDP sellers telling us we need these kind of products. And that's also how I, for example, know about Jungle Scout and how to look for those products to create. It's because they told me like, I need you to create more products like this. This is how you find them, and this is how we learn to look for them. But both of us don't have genuine experience selling on KDP.
Evelyn's all about like teaching your growth journey as well. So like whatever we teach, we do. That's our motto.
But because our memberships are so well connected communities as well, you will basically find someone who can help with that. Yesterday I joined Passive Income Society and Template Creator Society. Today I subscribed to Secret Weapon PLR, bundled the annual plan. I'm excited. My question is, will I receive the refund? Yes, you'll receive the refund. Let me see if I can find another question we might not have had. I have noticed that not all the videos from the challenge are in the new site. Will there be all the videos in the new portal, or do we have to use the original access?
I think all of the digital product profits one is in there. I think there was a little glitch on the like the Revolution ones, but I'll load them back in today. So it'll all be in there.
Thank you so much. It was a lot adding all the. I'm saying this, but Jessa did that. She added like all the content, and that's a lot of work. So there was also a few people lost their access that shouldn't have lost the access. So we're still cleaning up. We get, for every email we answer in our inbox, we get 2 new ones. So it's absolute madness. Shout out to our teams, like at this point as well. We're trying our best to follow up with all of this, and that was a little bit of the breadcrumbs that we had in this bigger lounge. Do we have, what's the best way to use Secret Weapon and all templates? I cannot have an Etsy store, not available in my location. I bought Armory, but have sold just 2 products from the shop. I use some as lead magnets. What's your best advice and how to sell these and recoup and make some money? Thank you. So, would you like me to get this, or would you like to get this?
I think you should get this one.
Okay, so for the Armory, did you try the strategy where you use lead generation campaigns and where you have the retargeting ads? For, I think, your Armory store, it will be really, really critical to have it in a niche that has high demand. Go for something like social media, done for you, social media templates and business templates. Anything basically where you say this is a niche where that people use for their business. That is a really, really good idea. So make sure that you give the products unique branding, that you really brand the store well in that regard, that you start using a strategic lead magnet that pays into that, and then you run your lead generation campaigns and your retargeting campaigns for that, right? And optimize based on what the training says there. You can also really double down on the email marketing side of it. You need to nurture and you need to show up, and consider doing some of reverse organic. So posting content consistently on Instagram and on your Facebook page. And I think if you kind of refocus, have a really, really clear niche and positioning, ideally within business, something that others can see as an investment, not like a one-time purchase, and then use the strategic lead magnet to attract the people, and then just retargeting ads for the catalog sales. This is how I would basically try to turn this around.
A really good answer.
And also, some people don't only use Etsy or their own or their website and Facebook ads to drive traffic. There's also Facebook groups in which you can promote. There's also Pinterest where you can promote. Quite a few of our sellers do that on TikTok. So really thinking about those alternative traffic channels as well would be a good idea. And one more thing is, did you know you can also sell business templates on Fiverr, for example? So you could offer those templates on Fiverr, as in the $5 is you get this template for your business, the $25 is you get it customized, and then the higher package is you get like a full brand kit. So you can also use the templates as service funnels, for example, in that regard. And for me, for example, freelancing like this was one of my first ways into making a significant chunk of money online. It was not sustainable because, on the other hand, it was also taking a lot of time, so it was not scalable in that sense. But it was a good way to get some initial money in that I would repurpose into ads. So I would basically sell website templates, customized websites on Fiverr for relatively low, but I needed the cash to put it back into ads to grow my email list. So that's another way that you can think about it.
It's so cool that you did that. I didn't know that you did that. That's awesome.
I did that, and it was terrible. Because I was really very, very pregnant, and the thing was, on Fiverr, it started like really slow, but then it took off, and then I got like recommended and relatively high ranked in search for custom WordPress website. So you get like dozens of orders every day, and I thought I was smart, so I would basically service arbitrage them. But the problem was that I didn't have enough time to kind of vet the sellers properly, so I had to redo things. So basically, I was growing faster than it was healthy for me, and but it was getting me somewhere for sure.
I feel like you always run into the problem where you grow too fast. It's a great problem to have.
Angelique called it champagne problems today.
Champagne problems. I love that. Chris in the comments says, how big of a team do you need to get to 100K a month? That'll be a great question for you.
Absolutely. So I had only hourly people when I was doing $30,000 a month. And then when I grew from 30 to 50, I had one person really being community manager. And that was just a jump like within 1 month. And then I added a team of 3 additional coaches to help me coach. So we were a team of 4 people, plus email, 5 people. And that's when it went in a couple of months to 100K. So in the beginning, you can get away like for quite a long time doing a lot of stuff yourself. But I should have, at 10K months, I should have definitely started to hire more.
That's good advice.
I hired too late.
You gave that advice to me, though. You were my cautionary tale. You're like,
Yeah.
just don't leave it too late.
I know. I was pushing you. I was like, you need to hire.
I was like, oh, okay. All right. I'll go hire someone if you say so.
And now, I'm by the way, I'm telling you, we need to hire again for email.
I think we're both just like, we need
Let
to
us hire, please, more for email.
Please. I love it, but yeah.
And we're grateful that there's so much interest, right? That's beautiful.
Really grateful. And we'll get back to everyone as quickly as
Yes.
possible. We're doing our very, very best, and I know our team is doing their best as well.
Absolutely. But we have like, at this point on each side, hundreds of emails every single day, and like I said, they come in faster than we can reply, because the replies also take time. So it's really it's madness there, in a positive sense as well. But please bear with us. Okay, could you explain about the license? I want to make a membership program for digital marketers. I want to make trainings for lead generation and provide products from Secret Weapon PLR done for you lead magnets to make lead generation easier for the members. It will be clearly defined that the members are not allowed to resell the products, but only to use them for lead generation. Would you like to talk about this, Jessa?
Let me read the question again. So, membership trainings on lead generation provide products are done for you lead magnets to make lead generation easier. I think that this is the one that you need the buyout license for them, isn't it?
So for this one, if you want to provide your members with done for you lead magnet templates, you would first off, you can add a maximum of 40 products to your membership. Then I would probably only go with the mini ebook vault. And you definitely need to make sure that they're not using it in their products, right? So if we see that you just go in and give all of the journals away for free for lead generation, that would be probably against the fair use policy. If you use the new mini ebook vault that's designated for that, that would be okay. But please note that there's a rule that you cannot have more than 40 products from the memberships active at one time in your membership. So just really, you have to be mindful about that. This is how I would see it. How would you see it?
I would see it that way, and I would also make sure that they're like the people who are using the lead magnets are only allowed to. I would like rein in their license to only be PDF, so they can't distribute the Canva file.
And you need to also be mindful they cannot keep using it after leaving your membership. So you would need to also make them aware of that.
It's a bit of a gray one, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gray lines. What's the first key hire? What was it for you, Jessa?
Well, like you gave me advice and you said hire someone from within your community, and that's what I did. And now I have Liz, who's amazing. So
I think that the first key hire should be from within your community. It should be a person that can help you with the support, for sure. And it should additionally be somebody who is good at the things that you're not good at. So, for example, I'm not good at rules, processes, very like strict guidelines, etc. So I'm a visionary. I need a operator, basically. So you would kind of want to know where you are on that spectrum, and you would want to pick the opposite type of skill set while still picking somebody who is 100% in alignment with your values.
I completely agree. We love Liz. I think when you're in a membership and you're creating a membership, the thing that eats up your time the most in the beginning is that like emails, servicing like the group, like if you need to manually do anything like accounts related, like refunds, like going through and making sure that cancellations are processed if it's not automatic, things like that can very, very quickly take up 100% of your time. So that's probably where you want to weave someone in as soon as possible.
Yeah. Is Liz your operator? How would you say that?
Liz is my everything. She's definitely my operator. She's very organized. I do not like rules either. You and I like these rule breakers.
You once said, like, I'm a wild horse. Had to laugh about this so much because I feel like I'm the same.
We just run off and do what we want.
Jess, I have one odd one here that I'm not sure how to answer. I think it's Resell Planner Vault, but I'm not sure. Which portal should I use if I want to teach my team how to create calendars that they can sell on Amazon or Etsy?
Okay. Where is that question?
It's 45, line 45.
Okay. Okay. So it depends what you've bought. If you've bought Passive Income Society or a plan with Passive Income Society, I would go through Etsy Superstar because that'll teach you everything you need for Etsy. But if you're just wanting to create digital products, then Planner Vault is probably that's got probably the most resources that you can grab and repurpose for calendars.
Perfect. Have you sold like calendars on Etsy?
I have sold calendars on Etsy. It was one of the like in my organizational store, like probably I think my organizational store was about the 4th or 5th store that I did. And I did like planners, thank you notes, recipe cards, calendars, all sorts of like organizational things.
What's the secret sauce to selling calendars on Etsy?
That's a really great question. So it's like the way that the market's changed since I started is that you need to be very specific with the products that you design. So just like a broad calendar, it's going to be highly competitive on there. You want to go for styles that people are searching for. For example, if you notice that eucalyptus style calendar is up, or I noticed there's another one which is a 5-year calendar for homeschool mums at the moment. going for those really specific ones, they can have just as high sales as like the sort of broader products, but there's less competition, so you can, I guess, like get an edge on the trend a little bit easier.
Cool. I love that. That's so what you can really see with Etsy just in the last year alone where I witnessed it, is that it's, of course, some products are getting more competitive, but because they are getting more competitive, it actually starts to spread out and you get all those subcategories emerging, which is like really cool.
It's so cool.
So let me see what else we have that is, because I think now the plan questions and the cancellation questions, we all answered them. Are secret weapon items to be sold as non-edible, or can we sell them as edible? Do we need to swap out photos when we reskin? And then last question has to do with the content subjects. How do you create so much content for so many subjects, and is all the information based on research? For example, with the ADHD planner, did professionals in this field help to create it?
That's a great question. So we have like a lot of people in our communities that we talk to as well. So we get like, I know that Evelyn like has a lot of coaches from a real like spectrum of like different niches. So she deals with like a lot of people in different niches and has like different experiences there. We tend to sort of gravitate to products that we feel like we have an understanding of. We always research them thoroughly, make sure that we're laying them out and that they reach the benchmark of like what the industry requires in terms of quality. And we sort of try not to touch things that we're not comfortable, I guess, like vetting ourselves. So we're sort of careful with our content in that way. In terms of selling the products, you can absolutely sell the Canva templates. That's fine. You just can't sell things that are passing on the resale rights. So you've got to make sure that you communicate that to your customers. You don't have to swap out the photos, and you don't have to reskin if you don't want, but we highly recommend it.
Perfect. So for the ADHD planner, for example, specifically, I have a few ADHD edged coaches in my membership, some in the business context, some in a personal context, and I provided all of them the link and asked them for their feedback as well. So we incorporated that too. Obviously, I don't have and I have very personal experience too with the subject. Not I don't have it, but a person close to mine, and we also did a lot of counseling in that regard. So this is kind of why I felt confident to tap into whenever we feel like something is a hot topic and we're not. Or for example, with the grief journal as well, we have grief specialists in there that we shared and that approved and that actually said it's great. So whenever we feel like something is on the edge, we rather don't touch it, right? Which is why we never leaned into the whole like nutrition thing before we teamed up with Vivian. And there is the disclaimer that you would always want to do your own due diligence, and if you feel unsure about a product, include your disclaimers as well, or stay away from it if you feel like it could potentially get you in trouble. So there's the full disclaimer towards that, but we do our best to thoroughly research and create the products well. Obviously, we're humans and we can make mistakes, which is why the disclaimer is in there.
I love that. Someone says, in regards to clip art in passive income society, do you need to remove it when you're not a passive income society member? No, you can continue to use it after. That's fine. You don't need an active subscription to use the clip art in passive income society.
And I love that you did this for your members. So the Funnels Ads membership recommended for mental health therapists who want to build and grow mental health related programs, such as mindfulness related programs. So we have quite a few therapists in there, and we also have a therapist who built a membership around trauma removal because he is an expert in there, and that's working. He's working along, but I think he's also already over 100 members. If we sign up for package number 2, can we switch from the funnels and ads to passive income society and vice versa if we realize it's not for us? If you realize it's not for you, we always honor like the 7-day money back guarantee. So you can always just email us for that and then see if the other plan is for you for sure. Is the ads and funnels membership recommended for someone who is starting build out a program and email list? Yes. Does the Coach Growth Hub have resources for mental health clinicians to use? No. you can look into the coach tool vault, but again, clinical mental health, we don't touch it in that regard, right? So we do lighter things. But the Coach Growth Hub is basically helping you with the marketing foundations that you need to get the most out of Funnels and Ads Pro, which is why it's complementary and included in the program.
I love how you've got like a whole color coding system going on. I have no idea what the colors mean. It's pretty though. Looks like a rainbow.
There's some like questions where I feel like I need to create some content around to address it. There's some questions where I think I need to send email to the person. So
it's all in your head.
I
I
know
love
what's
that.
going on. Do you see something we haven't answered yet?
Okay, let me look over everything. Do you want to check the comments in the
I'm checking
stream?
the comments in the meantime. I'm a nurse, so if you ever need review of medical planners, I'm happy to help in both your memberships. Thank you so much, Jen. Really appreciate it. We currently might be working on something where we also team up with a doctor. And hopefully we will update you on that soon. But like we said, we really try to stay within our lane. But we also want you to always do your own due diligence on things. Is there anything else that we have?
Maybe.
So I joined the group today. I've always had an Etsy shop selling products. Do you recommend starting a new shop or adding to my existing with similar niche to keep the sales numbers and reviews? Oh, that's one for you, I feel.
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me read it again.
So if somebody already has an Etsy store.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great question. So if you already have an Etsy store, selling products, do you recommend starting a new shop or adding existing products with a similar niche? So if you are selling physical products, I would recommend starting a totally new store just for digital ones, just so it doesn't become confusing for your customers. But if you are planning on like removing all of your older products, then I would just completely gut out that store. So remove all the old products, reskin it, maybe give it a new name that really resonates with your audience. And I would use your older store because there's no real like new store boost or anything that happens when you open a store. And if anything, it's just like so much easier just to use a store that's already set up, as you're already verified with Etsy, like your payments are already working, everything's sort of already there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I think it does. I was just looking for, is there anything we haven't answered yet around the payment?
There's like,
there's one. Oh yeah, this one. Okay.
Oh, is that one? Can you see the
Yeah,
one that I'm
the
on?
red one, right? Do you want to do this one?
I just think we could probably answer this one.
Okay. How do you decide between KDP and Etsy, or do I do both? Pros and cons. Should I create a separate KDP store for my mindset coaching? I want to create a niche journals, but also want to do basic planners and habit trackers. Not sure if it's related to my niche and should be under another name. Tips for perfectionism. I create a lot of journals and never sell them because I like more than one cover for it. Just sell them the same journal with two different covers. Where can I make coloring pages to add to the books for free? Best tips to sell digital journals and make profit fast. Should I market it on Instagram as it mainly talks about my coaching, or make a separate account or use another platform for that?
Lots of questions.
Lots of questions. Etsy versus KDP. What are your thoughts?
I obviously love Etsy. I think it's amazing for digital products as well. And I just find that there's like quite a big, you have more control over the profit margin. So instead of sort of selling like a single book, you can obviously sell big bundles on Etsy, which is really, really cool. And I've been selling on the platform for 9 years now. That's my choice. Sorry, you go.
I also personally think that it's easier to start on Etsy. It's also so I sold on Amazon, not KDP, but Amazon like normal products, and it's a quite harsh platform. So I think when you're concerned about being shut down on Etsy, on Amazon, that can happen a lot faster as well. And it's also a little bit more challenging because you now have physical products involved. So I would start with Etsy probably first and then see if I want to expand. Do you have tips for perfectionism?
Well, I think that out of the two of us, you are the perfectionist. So I think you should give the tips. How do you deal with it?
So, okay, so she also says, I create a lot of journals and never sell them because I like more than one cover for it. Just sell the same journal with 2 different covers.
On
So
Etsy, it would give you 2 products, so that'd be awesome.
on Etsy, it would be awesome. And when I get into the perfectionist trap, then I'm reminding myself, like I always say, I'm just testing this, or this is just the test run. So, for example, for launches, I trained myself to say every launch is just a test run for the next launch. So every launch is just making me ready for the real launch. And with that, it just always feels like, let me see what that word means in English. Dress rehearsal. I'm not sure if that's the right word that I'm looking for, but it feels like just the last like practice before we go on stage. And I always want to see it like that. And for example, with ads, that also trained me, like I'm just testing which one performs better, and I try not to be attached to any of my creations, if that makes sense.
I love that. Rehearsal.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I always try to see it like that. Are you disappointed sometimes when you have a product that you think is just amazing and it doesn't sell at all, and then the one that you thought is not good starts selling?
Well, yeah, I have experienced this heaps. Whatever I put up on Etsy, it's never the one that I've like put my heart and soul into that becomes the bestseller. It's always something like over there that I did not expect to become the bestseller. So
Like the buffet cart, I think that's hilarious.
the buffet card, like what? Then there's like these full sets that have like never seen the light of day and no one's bought. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
just
the
the same.
small white card where it's just saying buffet in like a. That product probably took 20 seconds to create.
I know. It's I don't know. I'll never get it completely. We can
But
take
that also
educated
speaks to
guesses.
volume.
It does speak to volume. Etsy is very much a volume game.
Is the Funnels Ads membership recommended mostly for those who want to build a membership, or if we're building a single mental health program, would it also be a good fit for us? It would be a good fit for you, no matter what kind of customer lifetime value offer you have. So whether that's a membership or a course or a program, it is a good fit for you. And also because it comes with Coach Growth Hub that helps you to map out that program, that would be a good fit for you. Coaching mini membership method is specifically for those who know I want membership and I want nothing else, and I really want to go all in on membership.
I love that. I love mini membership or coaching membership method. Anyone who's confused, it was called mini membership method. Now it's called coaching membership method. And it changed like a year ago, but I'm still confused. I still call it MMM sometimes.
There was one more in here. Where can I find coloring pages to add to the books for free?
Well, it's not for free, but you could go over to the new coloring book mini. There's heaps in there. There's like 1,500 and something coloring pages in that little mini for $88.99 a month.
Best tips to sell digital journals and make a profit fast. Should she be marketing it on Instagram, or mainly talks about the coaching, or not? What do you think?
From the perspective of selling on Etsy, I would be going into finding those really low competition, high sales volume products. So, like we talked about before, the homeschool planner for the next 5 years, it's being that specific, which is going to get you the sales quicker.
Absolutely. Can we quickly look for a journal? How you would find that?
Sure, absolutely.
I would love
Hi,
that.
Sarah. Thank you for watching.
The Jess's affiliate mini is not included in the fully committed plan. The template creator society is the mini that is included in the fully committed plan. The affiliate mini is outside of that. Is that right?
Is the fully committed plan the middle one that has passive income society? Oh yeah, no, it's in there. Both course creators and affiliate income up in the passive income society. So you
You
get
tell me now, I could have sold that.
Oh, I assumed you knew.
So wait a second. The value, the offer stack just got up. When you go into the mid plan, you also get affiliate income society and course creator society, which is pretty awesome.
It's so funny.
I didn't
I
know
love
you
it.
included that. I thought you just do this one mini. So
Well, it's all in the one portal. Like if you go into the passive income society portal, you have streams, and that's where all the minis are. So you've got like template creator society, affiliate marketing, and course created.
that's cool. So you just won. If you already purchased, you just won 2 additional minis. I didn't even know.
All right, just looking in. I was in there earlier today looking for trends for next month's planners, which is awesome. So let me share my screen with you guys. Now, Insight Factory is the tool that we use for all our Etsy research. So it's probably the best one that we found so far. Now, what we can do is I like to go into Etsy Trends, which is here. So you can see Etsy Trends is just there. And I like to search really, really broadly. So if I was going to do planners, I would search just the word planner. If I was going to do journal, I would search journal. If I was going to do Canva templates, I would search Canva templates. And then you want to like sort of sift through and you want to find the really, really good ones. So here we can see this one's pretty good, but I like to, when I'm just starting out and I'm a beginner and I'm like trying to actually sort of get a little bit of a boost in a brand new store, I will always sort by competition. And we want to, these details here, this here is the competition for this exact term on Etsy. And this here is how many of the listings on the first sort of like search results have sold in the last 24 hours. So we want this number here to be higher and we want this number here to be lower.
Perfect.
All right. Oh, sorry. Hi. You're in your beautiful afternoon sunlight again, Evelyn.
I know. And it's raining. It's like really scenic out there.
Oh. So we're looking, that one's pretty good. That's very low competition. Stardew Valley will probably be a trademark, so you've always got to be careful to stay away from anything that could be trademarked. But you can always take that information and kind of put it into your head and be like, how can I do this in a non-trademarked way? We've got mental health treatment planner. That one's quite high sales for very, very low competition. Now, mental health planners, obviously, that's something you need to be careful about. Like, you obviously want the expertise that, behind it as you're making something like that, or use something which is like a little bit lighter. Like that's the type of things that we do in Secret Weapon PLR. So that could be a great base for that. Flower bed planner, that's a really cute one as well. Very low competition. So you can see these are very, very specific. Floor planner design. In terms of like, I get asked quite a lot, how much competition should you look for? It's going to be different for every single niche because some niches are more competitive than others. But you just want to sort of, you'll get, as you search through on Inside Factory, you'll get a gauge for what is sort of the average for the area that you're wanting to sell in. So you want to just make sure this is as low as possible and this is as high as possible.
So if I understand it right, when she wants to make money with or profit with journals fast, the way to go would be to search for low competition journals. Then, like we said yesterday, try to up her product count because typically you say stores get traction around 250 products, right? Which is quite a lot. And from another side, I want to tell you for the coaching side of making profit with journals, that will also, if you have an existing audience, if you have an existing email list and you say, hey, I just created this, right? You can get it here, or you can get it here with a discounted one-to-one call with me. That could be a way to create a cash spike. But in general, asking yourself, like, what's the fastest way to make money with this will ultimately be the least long-term effective way, and will it actually be the fastest way to money will be the slowest way to money. Like, how can I make the money with journals the fastest? You just follow the process. You get, you pick your niche, you set up your store, you start creating those products, and ultimately, if you don't chase it, then it will you get there faster versus when you just try to hack it somehow. There no hacks that I know that actually work.
We talk about the circle of control in passive income quite a lot, and it's like you've got the inner circle, which is like sales and views, and people sometimes they're very, very fixated, especially when they start a store on they refresh their views and they're always looking at their views and looking at their sales and being like, why isn't this working quicker? And there's like a bit of anxiety around it. Whereas the things that you actually have control over, which is like your product volume, the way you present your products, the way you look up trends, the way you find holes in the market, those are the things that you can actually put energy into, and it's going to serve you best. So when you're starting a new store, think about the things that you can actually directly control and put your energy there, and don't focus on the things that you can't control in the beginning.
Yeah.
This is the one
I
I would go
highly
for.
agree with that. So be mindful of what you measure as progress. Somebody said if they're in Laura Bull's membership, Laura was actually one of my first coaching clients ever. So, and she
I love
helps with
that.
KDP as well. So if you're interested in KDP, she has a membership around that as well. And she teaches, I think, also specifically how to sell journals. And I think she expanded into planners now as well with KDP. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing, but you can only, so the next question is, can you only sell digital products to the end user? For instance, you cannot sell a template to a business coach who sells it to their client. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
That's correct. Absolutely.
And if you're unsure as well, in the Secret Weapon portal, like you can go into the license and we've got 2 pages of examples. So it's like, this person did this. Are they correct? And you can read through the circumstances. So if you're not sure, probably go read through that document. You'll probably find your example there.
Perfect. For the planners, do we only offer printable or also digital planners? And what is the difference?
That's a really great question. The biggest difference between a digital and printable planner is that digital is like a PDF, and usually it will be linked to different pages. So yeah, that's literally all it is. It's just a PDF with links in it. So you can absolutely use the same template as what you use for, like, say, any of the Secret Weapon planners. You can absolutely turn that into a digital planner quite easily.
Perfect. And somebody said, hey, we thought we get 12 gifts. I thought we get 12 gifts, and now I can only see 4 gifts. Where are the other gifts?
Oh, the 12 gifts, there was like the 12. Oh, I've got to unlock yesterday's gift. I totally forgot. I've got to unlock
So for me,
yesterday's
it's
gift.
the 28. We're
Oh,
good.
it's the 28th for you still. Okay.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we dared to consider the birthday packages as gifts towards you because they're massive saving opportunities. So,
And it was the portal as well.
and the portal as well. So, those are the 12 gifts.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was the last one that I saw on the sheet. That was not about one that we already answered. Somebody asked if there are mock-ups included, and that they don't understand why the mock-ups cannot be resold.
So the mock-ups in Passive Income Society, I would consider them part of my like sort of IP coaching tools. So they're like a tool to help you sell more, basically. They're not something that I want. For example, I teach people how to sell on Etsy successfully. I don't teach people how to become Etsy coaches. So that's sort of the line for me. And anything which I see as sort of like a coaching tool or something that's purely designed to help sort of springboard your business for you, that's not for resale in Passive Income Society.
Yeah. So this is where we also set the boundary in Secret Weapon, right? We have one mega mockup template that is for resale, but we also kind of set the line there. Some of our things are proprietary us, and you would really only need them if you directly compete with us, like directly. I help so many business coaches. Today I gave somebody feedback whose roadmap is almost exactly like mine. Like, I am okay with supporting people, but we at one point there has to be a line drawn because what's next? Master resale rights. We already discussed that we can't go there.
And when you become a coach as well, like I learned this because I was a brand new coach sort of when I met you. The more you do it, the more you'll realize that you want everything that you teach to actually be you and come from you, because it's your journey and it's the way that you do things that you're teaching what you know, and you are the only one who can do that in a special way. So it's when you become a coach, it's a very unique journey, and you should always be trying to teach who you are and the way that you recommend things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just like we said about the ads, right? So unless you have found a signature framework that worked for you, the ads are not the same, like for everyone. So um, somebody said, just got out of work. Did you address the payment plan question? So we addressed that there are no payment plans for these packages because the monthly plan actually is cheaper than any payment plan option could be, because on a payment plan option we would have to factor in, which is normal, which everybody does in the industry, the additional service cost and the risk of payments getting unpaid. So just the monthly subscriptions of the memberships are in that sense more favorable for you, right? So unfortunately for those packages, we don't have a payment plan. Okay, do we have any other questions? I think we're through now.
I think we did it. A lot of them were sort of payment related, so we did most of those at the start, I think.
Absolutely. So also just to quickly summarize, everybody who has a complimentary access, for example, from Armory, from a promotion of coaching mini membership method, if you're opting for a package, your complimentary access will be expanded. If you upgraded from a plan, you will receive a prorated refund. It will take care of all cancellations for you. If you have to use the same email address, if you are not sure, then please email in at support@yoursecretweaponplr.com. Please be patient with us. We have a huge amount of emails coming in, and we're trying to answer all of them as fast as we possibly can. Please also take that into consideration when you think about when you're signing up, right? So if there's still like something you need to have clarified, etc., before signing up, you would want to get that done, because it might be that the emails take longer than 24 hours to respond and you could miss out on the deal. So please factor that in whenever you make your buying decision. Then this is not master resale rights. The last thing that you can do is pass on the resale rights. So you cannot start a competing PLR membership, and you can also not resell the mockups. The Affiliate Income Society and Course Creator Society are included for free when you opt for the full plan that includes Passive Income Society, and also when you opt for the All Access Pass. So that's a nice surprise for everyone, I think, who already bought. Funnels and Ads Pro is interesting for those digital product sellers that want to focus on growing faster using funnels. It's not the most beginner-friendly approach. There will be a beginner-friendly ad strategy added to Passive Income Society from my end. And there is no deal between coaching mini membership method and Passive Income Society, because those are different buckets of our business, and they are not part of the current deal. And Armory is also not intertwined in any of those offers at the moment. I think those were the frequently asked. Did you have any other top of mind?
I think that's it. And if you are tossing up between having a membership or doing digital products in a funnel, if you're doing digital products in a funnel, funnels and ads is the place for you. Whereas if you're wanting to do monthly recurring revenue, build a membership, coaching membership method would be the place to start. So I think that's it.
And there is no coaching included in Secret Weapon or the minis. If you want coaching, if you want support, then opt for Template Creator Society or get it for free in the Learn and Growth package, which will also stay around after the birthday offer is over.
I think that's Sarah. Oh, Sarah Ann says she's in all of Evelyn's.
Thank you, Sarah.
Lovely.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. We'll hop off for now, and yeah, we see you, many of you, in the memberships. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you all. Have a lovely day. Bye.
You too. Bye.